everybody. Hello everybody, welcome back to another booster pack opening. So I just recorded the booster pack opening for the M20s and I realized I had my mic muted the whole time, which is really lame. Really sorry about that. But I'll probably still post it, but you won't be able to hear me. So anyway, we're doing Throne of Eldraine today for people that join me on YouTube. Opening 100 booster packs. We've already got my vault open. We got over, I think I got about 40% the last 100 packs, and we're at 18 rares and 7 mythics. So hopefully this will go a little better. Oh, the Brawl. So I'll be looking at uncommons and then showing the rare. And attacks of the Knights get +1 with 0. Lock Dragon. When it's battlefield or attacks, you may discard a card if you draw a card. And Fey Burrow Elder. Vigilance gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. And you can add 1 mana of that color. So there's actually a lot of cards in this set I'm looking for. Got Drown in the Lock, Uncommon, Castle Ardenville. I think I have 3 castles now. Uncommon, Sir Alan. First strike, when it attacks other creatures, get +1/+1. Wishcall Talisman. So you pay 1, tap it, you search for a card, your opponent gets it, and when they do it, it comes back. And you can only, because it enters with 3 on it. Uncommon, Embereth Shieldbreaker. Linden. Whenever a white creature attacks, you gain life. It's a good card, doesn't see play though. Another Sir Alan, Archon of Absolution, protection from white. Creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless they pay 1 for each one. Smitten Swordmaster, which is Cottage. Happily Ever After. I've never seen a deck around this card. This is kind of a meet all the conditions, you win the game sort of card. Sorcerer's Broom. Claim the Firstborn. So when you sack a permanent, you can pay 3 to make a copy of it. And Giant Killer. Giant Killer is a good card. I will take that. So you got an adventure, destroy a creature 4 or greater, or you can tap a creature. Savvy Hunter. Sacrifice 2 foods to draw a card. When it attacks or blocks, you get a food. Lucky Clover. I think I have 3 Lucky Clovers now. Yorvo. Lord Garenbrig. I'll take a Yorvo. So he enters with 4 1/1 counters. Whenever you get a green creature, he gets another counter. Or if its power is greater. Oh, green creatures gives a counter, and then if creature's power is greater, then you get another counter. Deafening Silence. Can't cast more 1 non-creature spell each turn. Cauldron's Gift, Adamant. If you pay the Adamant, put the top 4 cards of the library in the graveyard. You may choose a creature card in the graveyard. If you do, return it to the battlefield with additional 1/1 counter on it. So it's a reanimate deck. So it's just Spyglass. I think I have 3 of those now. Sideboard card. Another Clover, Sage of the Falls, enters battlefield when falls, or another non-human enters the battlefield under your control. You may draw a card if you discard a card. Piper of the Swarm. It's good and limited. So rats have menace, you can make a rat, or you can sacrifice a rat and get control of a creature. 3 rats. Uncommon, another Bell with a Brawl. Sundering Stroke, deals 7 damage among 1, 2, 3 targets. At least 7 red mana was spent. Does 7 damage to those targets. So 7 damage to 3 targets. Oh, we're playing it in mono red. Another Broom, Ride for the Throne. Create 2 1/1s. You gain life if you paid Adamant. Harmonious Archons. So 4/5 makes all other non-Archons 3/3s, and it creates 2/1s when it comes into play. Chill Crumbs, good card. Happy to see that. Tournament Grounds, happy to see that. Those are good uncommons. Bay of Wishes. Take that too. It's a good pack. Resolute Rider gains lifelink or indestructible. Venerable Knight, dodge put a counter on another knight. And a Stone Coil Serpent. Reach Trample, protection from multicolored, and X. It's actually a good card. I think I have 3 of them. Another Tournament Grounds, Steel Claw Lance, all knights, and a rare. Rares are good. Overwhelmed Apprentice. So in a battle, enters the battlefield. Each opponent puts top 2 of their library in the graveyard. You scry 2. Another Rally of the Thrones, and a Mythic. It's basically a Cavalier. I have 9 Mythics now. Uncommon, another Cauldron's Gift, Emery Lurker of the Lock. I actually want some of these because I'm building a deck with them. So it costs 1 less for each artifact. It comes into play, put the top 4 of your library in the graveyard, and then you can tap it to choose an artifact you can play at this turn. I'm actually working on making a Tezzeret deck. We're trying to. That will run those. Righteousness gives welcome creature +7/+7. Knock Sprite. Counters convert mana cost 3 or less with flying. And a Festering Trophy. Vigilance Trample. If you cast from your hand, you get 3 food. You can sacrifice 3 food, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield, only during your turn. Actually sees play right now in some decks. You're playing 6 for 7/6 Vigilance Trample. Where's my... Let's pull that down a little bit. It's a cat! And a giant killer. Uncommon. Grumgully. Each non-human enters within a 1/1 counter on it. Folio of Francis. So you can pay double X, make each player draw X cards. You can pay 3, and they put the top number of the cards in their library into the graveyard, and the opponent does equal number of cards in your hand. And you have no maximum hand size. It's a meal card. Mystical Dispute. Ferocity of the Wilds. Attacking non-human creatures you control get +1/+0. This is a counter spell. Most people know that card. Ironcrag Powermancer. So if you draw a second card, it does 3 damage. Don't know how many of those I have. On my other account, I have 4 of them now. Flaxen Intruder. Burning Yard Trainer. Triple Haste. In this battlefield, another knight. You control gets +2 and trample and haste on the turn. Garrick. Good card. Doesn't see a lot of play, but good card. Although there is a deck I'd like to build that has him in it that I just saw today. Thunder Snapper. When you cast a spell with converted mana cost 5 or greater, draw a card. Another Ferocity of the Wilds. Same card that's in the last pack. Attacking non-humans get +1/+0. Trample. Castle Vantress. I have 3 Castle Vantress and 3 Castle, whatever the white one is. 134. Once in future. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to the hand. Put up to 1 target other card from your graveyard on top of your library. If you paid your Adamant, you turn both those cards to your hand. So we had this before. You draw a card, you discard a card. Lovestruck Beasts, that's one we want. I think I have 2 Lovestruck Beasts now. Yep, that is one of the cards that I want from this set. Another Intruder. Sir of the Fallen. So when it attacks another attacking creature, it gets +X/+X, where it's its power. Claim Contenders, actually a good card for the Boros Knights deck. So when it comes into play, you look at the top value, you put on knights in your hand. Or a knight. Or an equipment. Or a legendary artifact. Uncommon, another Sir. Another Linden. Rare off these. Red Cap Melee. Another Snapper. Another Contender. Savvy Hunter. Is that an M20 also? Because I thought I opened one of those. Frogify. Makes him 1/1. I'm going to look that up. Another rare. Cool. Savvy Hunter. No, it's not. Another Clover. All that glitters. That creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. A Yara. That is a card that I want. So when her and another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, opponent loses life. You gain a life. You can sack a creature, a black creature, to draw a card. I'm actually wanting to build a deck with her. Wondermane. Whenever you cast a creature spell, it's an adventure. You put a counter on it. Another Overwhelmed Apprentice. Murderous Rider. That's one that we want. I think I have 2 Riders now. It's good. It's good. Uncommon. Clockwork Servant. You pay Adamant, you can draw a card. Stormfist Crusader. That's another one that we want. Because I want to build Rakdos Knights. So Menace, beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses a life. Another Ferocity. Ranger, you can create 2/1/1s for 4, or give your creatures +1/+1 to them a turn. Fabled Passage. That's one that we want. See, first Fabled Passage that I have. Every deck wants to run them. Another Melee. I don't think I've opened one of these. Protection from White. Oh yeah, I think we did get one of those before. Another Wishclaw Talisman. I think I have 4 of those now. Or at least 3. 3. Kindred's Transformation. Animating Fairy. Your non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 basically. And 2 to find. Clackbridge Troll. I think I have 3 of those. I feel like he should be really good, but he's just not there. Another Embereth, Foulmire Knight, and I think I need some of those. Wildborn Preserver, I have 4, no, not in this account. My other accounts I have 3 of those. So it's Flash Reach, and the non-human energy you can pay X to make them bigger. Shadow Chaser, it's basically 3/3 Flying Vigilance if you have an artifact and an enchantment. Another Grumgooly. Great Hinge, it's a good card. It's one that I would like. Happy to get that. So it costs X less for X is the greatest power of creatures you control. You tap to add 2 green, gain 2 life, and whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you put a counter on it and draw a card, which is the most powerful part of the card. Uncommon, Glass Casket, so exiles creature 3 or less until it leaves the battlefield. Lockmere Serpents. So you can sack an island to make them unblockable, sack a swamp to gain a life and draw a card, and you can pay a black and a blue, exile 5 cards from an opponent's graveyard, return it to your hand. Righteousness. Surikara the Bowls. You can tap and do damage to any target whenever Surikara or an instant sorcery deals damage to a player. You may exile the top card of your library you play at this turn. Oh, I got 4 Wishclaw Talismans now. Won't be getting any more of those. Another Sir. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts or enchantments you control. Black Lace Paragon. That's one that I want for the Rakdos Knights deck. So Flash, when it comes into play, you can give a Knight Death Touch lifelink to end a turn. It's 3/1. Order of Midnight, another Animating Fairy, another Mythic. Mythics do we have? 11. Can probably build Jeskai Fires now. Red Cap Melee, Covetous Urge, So opponent reveals her hand. You exile a non-land card from it, and you can cast it as long as it remains exiled. Castle Lockwood. It's a good card, but I already have 2 of them. So that's a 3rd. Another transformation. Once future again. Once and future. Another Yara. I'll take it. I need 1 more of those, I think, in my deck. Or maybe I don't. Let's see. I may have 3 already. I do. Cool. Uncommon, Archon, Absolution. Turn of the Wild Speaker. Doesn't see play. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-humans you control. Non-human creatures you control get +3/+3 until end of turn. To be fair, though, you play it in a mono green Stompy deck, you draw a lot of cards for 5 mana. Venerable Knight, Carriage, and his battlefield you make 2 mice and crew 2. Circle Loyalty. Good card. It's not specifically one that I want, but it's a good card for the Knights. To make sure nice, it costs 1 less, gives them +1. Your creature's +1. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, you get a Knight, and you can pay 4 and tap it to create a Knight with Vigilance. Another Righteousness. Its power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. And in the battlefield, draw a card. And spells cost 2 more if the target hit them. Another Clackbird's Troll. I think I have 4 of those now. Yep. Another Red Cap Melee, another Glass Casket, and another Castle Ardenvale. I should be at 4 Castle Ardenvales now. Edgewall Innkeeper, another Sir. Good card. Wildbone Preserver, so I got 2 of those now at least. Uncommon, another Clover. Rankle. Rankle's a card that I wanted. Blind Haste, when this combat damage, a player can choose any, either discard a card. Well, each player discards a card, each player loses a life and draw a card, each player sacrifices a creature. I want to look at my castles. Oh, it's right there. Yep. Rankle. It's the only one I have. I'd like 1 more Rankle. Is he a mythic? Canis Owl. You can look at the top 4, put an artifact enchantment in your hand. Add 1 mana, tap 5, tap creature. Questing Beast, good card. One that I wanted. Vision's Death has haste, can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less. When it does combat damage. Combat damage can't be prevented. Didn't even know it had that text. When it deals damage to an opponent, you can do that much to a planeswalker. I think I only have 1 of those. Oh, I have 2. Cool. Rankle's also a mythic. Another Trail Crones, another Once and Future, and a Castle Garenbrig. Actually sees play in the ramp deck. Another Carriage, Into the Story. Costs 3 less if your opponent has 7 more cards in the graveyard and draw 4 cards. So it would basically be 4 for 4 at instant speed. Escape the Wilds. You exile the top 5, you can play them until the end of your next turn. You can play an additional land this turn. Another Lock Dragon. Turn it into a pumpkin. Turn permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. If you play Adamant, you create a food token. Hushbringer. Flying lifelink. Creatures into the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. He goes in that white flying deck. Uncommon, an Ogre. Deals combat damage to a player. They discard a card at random. If they do, they draw a card. Another Feasting Troll King. Spinning Wheel. Another Sir Alan, Charming Prince. In this battlefield, you can choose one, either scry 2, gain 3 life, or exile a creature and turn at the end of the end step. I think I have 3 of those Another Shinecaster, Shepherd of the Flock. Another Yara. Well, I have 4 of those now. Don't need any more of her. Won't get any more. Another Serapharian. Another Sage of the Falls. And another Folio. Yeah, 45 to go. Got one of those earlier. Menace, sacrifice another creature artifact, deals 2 damage to a creature planeswalker. And another Piper. Got one of those earlier as well. So yeah, 28, 11, and 151%. Another Frogify, another Uncommon, another Circle of Loyalty. Another Uncommon. Whitemore Commander, his Death Touch, toughness equal to the number of knights you control, so he's a 2/1 by himself. He attacks another knight, gains indestructible to his turn. Another rare. Rares are good. Rare wild cards. Another Frogify, another Snapper, and another Giant Killer. So I got 3 Giant Killers so far. An Oven, another Archon, and another Harmonious Archon. Second one of those we've opened. Another Uncommon, another Venerable Knight, Opportunistic Dragon. In this battlefield, you choose a human or artifact with multiple controls for long as you have the dragon. You control that permanent, it loses all abilities, can't attack or block. So it's just a removal. 4/3 flying that removes an artifact or creature. Another Servant, another Casket, another Pyromancer. Another Firstborn, gives you Knights +1/+1. Another Ironcrag Pyromancer. So we're at 3 of those now. Another Owl. If I have a green permanent, he's 2 less to cast, which makes him 2 mana for 2/3. His Death Touch and deals combat damage to a player. Draw a card. Another Hushbringer. Another Drown in the Lock. Puppet. And Scry, and then you can sack it to create a human. Another Archon. Is that 3 or? You've pulled 3 Harmonious Archons. Another Clover. Pixie, you can add mana. Robber the Rich, it's actually a card that I want. So reach haste when it attacks. If your defending player has more cards in your hands, you can exile a card, and then you can play it whenever a rogue attacks. Another Uncommon, another Drown in the Lock, and another Lovestruck Beast. So I think I have 3 Lovestruck Beasts now, which I'm happy to get. Another Veteran, Revenge of the Ravens. So whenever a creature attacks you, they lose 1 life and you gain a life. And a Fervent Champion. That's the card I want. I got 2 Fervent Champions now. Another Innkeeper, another Into the Story. Stolen by the Fae. You return target creature with converted mana cost X to its owner's hand. You create X fairies. I wish it was X or less. Mad Ratter. You draw a second card, you get 2 rats. Another one of those. And a Mythic. I want to look at that Fae card was Fae Return. It's a sorcery. I have 4 Fae Wishes. 30 packs to go. We're at 167%. Another Tournament Grounds, another Dispute, another Castle. I got 4 Castle Lockwains now. Another Uncommon, another Dragon, Castle Embereth. I think I have 2 of those. Happy to get that. So you pay 3, tap it, give your creatures +1/+0. Enters untap if you control a mountain. Another Urge, another Adversary, another Piper. How many Pipers do I have now? 4. So I won't get any more of those. Another Silence, another Sign Chaser, another Return of the Wild Speaker. We are at 31 and 13. Another Sir, another Ferocity, Fires of Invention. I think that's my 4th Fires of Invention. Yep. Uncommon, Order of Midnight, and another Castle Garenbrig. Another Into the Story, another Lock Dragon, Wicked Wolf. It's a card that I want. I think I only have 1 Wicked Wolf, so that'll give me a second one. So in this battlefield, you fight and sacrifice a food to put a counter on and make it indestructible, and tap it till end of turn. Another Commander, another All That Glitters, and another Wild Worm Preserver. We have 3 of those now. Uncommon, another Cat, another Stone by the Fae. For 173, we've almost gone through it. Another Tournament Grounds, another Rotter, another Acclaimed Contender. Another Pumpkin, another Puppeteer. So we're getting like a 1% thing. Magic Mirror. Costs 1 less for each instant sorcery. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, you put a counter on it. You draw a card for each counter on it. So it could cost 4. Sir Conrad, Sir Eleonora, and another Lochner Serpent. Another Embereth, another Order of Midnight, another Stonecoil Serpent. So I have 4 of those now, I think. Yep. Uncommon, Keeper of the Fables. Whenever 1 or more non-human creatures deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Royal Scions.
And many training
I think
sessions.
that's my only Royal Scions on this account. I have 2 on my other account. Wandermane, Puppets, another Robber the Rich. I think I have 3 of those now. Another Revenge, another Wandermane, another Opportunistic Dragon. Another Lance, another Sage of the Falls, and another Hushbringer. It's the 3rd Hushbringer we've got. Another Sir, another Turn into a Pumpkin, another Castle Garenbrig. I think we pulled 4 Castle Garenbrigs. Another Once in Future, another Wintermoor, and another Rare. Nice. What are we at? 34. Uncommon, Beanstalk Giant, and Embercleave. Yes, Embercleave is nice. I have 3 Embercleaves now. I only need 1 more of those. So if you don't know, it's Flash, costs 1 less for each attacking creature. It gives your creature +1 double strike and trample. And you can equip for 3. Oh, and it equips when you play it. Another Sir. Double strike gets +1/+1 to end its turn. And a Goose. I think it's my 2nd Goose. So in this battlefield you create a food token, you can tap it to make a food token and sacrifice food to add a mana. Let's see how many Goose I have. Three. Another Sir, another Fairy, another Linden. Uncommon, Wintermoor, another Stone by the Fae. Keep getting those. Uncommon, Intruder, another Rare. Rares are good. Uncommon, another Beanstalk Giant, and another Sorcerer's Spyglass. I think I have a playset of those now. Another Fireborn Knight, another Oak Ranger, and another Mythic. Mythics are good. They're basically Cavaliers. Another Carriage, another Wandermane, 4th Lovestruck Beast. Sweet. I'll take that. Epic Downfall. Exile target creature convert mana cost 3 or greater. Another Dragon. Ironclad Egg Feet. You got 7 red. You can only cast 1 more this turn. Cost 4. Another Ravens and Sputes. Another contender. I think we have 4 claimed contenders now. The last pack. We're at 101% on this. Another Adversary. Structure Street. Target opponent visits their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. If they do, that player discards the card. If a non-black's exiled, this way you exile a card from it. So basically, it's good against black, but nothing else. And another Fey Burrow Elder. So let's look at Knight for white, rare, white, throne. Yep, we got 4 of those. 4 of those also. Didn't get any Doom for Toads. And we're at 192%. And that's that. So everybody that tuned in on YouTube for my Throne of Eldraine 100 booster pack opening, thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all later.